Boise, Idaho. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, the Memphis Tigers have had success with their coaching hires over the last few cycles, and now we're able to see if Charles Huff can keep that momentum going. Memphis has a great young option now. We'll see if he's able to sustain that consistency and keep Memphis in the conversation. Nice.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Boise State Broncos offense will go to work first. And we get a look at Maddox Madsen. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Quickly complete.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Bates. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's going to run it. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field, but they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Looking for a man, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. Got a man, it's Brown. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
In the red area, it's Hayden. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They feed him again. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call at 2nd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Running inside. It's Hayden. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looking to pass, it's Nolan. Makes the catch, it's Chapman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers want to move quickly. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Fired into the end zone, incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Broncos will call on their punt team. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Finding open areas.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Memphis will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The run inside. It's Riley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because it
got a little grass. Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Chapman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nolan. Dumps it off in the flats. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Bringing the heat.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up, they come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. Get the football out, and man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Memphis, 17. Boise State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's still running after the move. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Bates. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sweet cut there. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Running inside. It's Hayden. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Memphis wants to move quickly. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Going to try to get it himself. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Broncos come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Bates. Hard-hitting tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gaines. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, that's a tough one. It's a wide receiver screen. You know, that's a throw, short, easy pass to catch, wrangle it in. Maybe he started looking down the field a little bit too fast right there, but you've got to make those catches. Those are way too easy.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Boise State. Quick strike through the air for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trying play action. Stepping to the right. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for space. It's Hayden. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Memphis picking up the tempo. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the 1st down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers...
Maybe a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Motion from the wideout. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Pressure coming. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Going with the counter play here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Memphis wants to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback keep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Memphis calling for a timeout, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Memphis will be forced to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my...
Going long. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Now Memphis uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Got it behind the line. It's Bates. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the results of that play stand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. And now back to your game in Boise. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Gonna run it. It's Riley. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yard.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Finds finds a man on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
To the air, it's Madsen. Takes the easy completion. Makes one man miss.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The run inside. It's Gaines. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got him. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Tipton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Here comes the heat. Breaks loose. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Memphis picking up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Firing to the right, complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Crosses to 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Madsen. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wagner. Makes the catch and he's free. Gives him the big stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. To the air, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The play-action fake. Flips it out to the back. Hard running there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside. It's Hayden. Runs through the tackle. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great...
They get through, and it's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you, this defense, they're not giving anything up. Here in the second half, scoreboard all knotted up. What a great job getting that kick blocked to keep this thing tied.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Offense with jumbo personnel. Power football with the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Terry. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Third and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Madsen. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 35. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The run inside. It's Hayden. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
He's got it down the right side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, the vibe down here on the Boise State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on first down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Got his man on the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Feels the punt and try to... And now the hit knocks it loose.
And a return like that really is an impact-type play, but it's also a momentum shifter. This gives the offense so much more confidence now getting to start this next drive deep in their opponent's territory.
Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. RPO complete to open the drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. It's complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure, trying to buy time. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Moving out to the right. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He'll try to do it himself. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Unloads to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Broncos will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Memphis picking up the tempo.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. Makes the catch. It's Brown. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Memphis wants to move quickly. Running inside. It's Hayden. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And they're not on the same page there.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Now the pitch. Here's a little room there. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He did have 1 blocked earlier in the game, but this time for the win. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. After getting one blocked, he'll try to get one over the line of scrimmage and give them the victory. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Quarterback making checks. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.